What's going on, YouTube? Time for a couple of deliveries. This is pretty much the last firewood that I have for the season. So when I moved, I brought these crates here because a guy wanted some smoker wood for the smokehouse across from the woodyard, but he didn't want the ash, the honey locust, the black locust, and the birch. So I've had that here as kind of like a reserve for if anybody shows up to pick up some wood. But I got to load it in the truck, and I got to get another half a crate to sell a guy a face cord. And then one of my customers who calls me every year at least 2 or 3 times, he wants a load, and I saved him a load. I thought I was saving him 16-inch or 18-inch logs, which he likes, because there's a crate buried in all the middle of the crates that had wood, and it looked like 16 or it looked like 18, but it was actually 16. I did save him the extra few pieces that I got to put on top of the crate. That's 18, so he's getting a few pieces of 18 anyway, but I did save it for him because, you know, he calls me every year, right? A lot of customers, they're not that consistent, and a lot of customers have come and gone, right? And some people, they don't call you every year, but they might have wood left over from the year before, and they just go on that, right? But even this year I'm sold out because I had one guy bought 4 face cords off of me, and he said he wanted 4 full cords, but then he canceled out on the rest. So I did deliver him a lot of wood though, so that took a good chunk out of my inventory. And then another couple customers, they wanted a full cord instead of a face cord, right? So it's a good thing they did that because I'm out of wood now, you know? So when I get to the wood yard, I have another customer coming, and he's been there before. If you guys saw my shorts video, when I came to the wood yard and was like absolutely snowed in, he was way at the back there. He just called me today and he said he needs wood. So I told him I don't have much hardwood there, but I know I have some hardwood there that's left over. Now I'm loading up this load for a customer who called me last week, and then I got my regular customer who wants that load, and then all I have left over is 3 crates of cutoffs. So I told the guy who's coming to the wood yard, I said, well, I know I have some hardwood there mixed in with the softwood crates, because when I moved, I think I just threw a bunch in with the crates just to reduce the amount of crates that I had, because I had to do the 2 trips with the flat deck truck. So I carted as much empty crates as I could in my own truck, and I was just throwing some wood in wherever so that, you know, I could just reduce the crates. So we'll dig out what's there, but then whatever we don't fill them up with in the logs, I'll just take some of the cutoffs and I'll finish them off. And I'll give them extra too, because it's cutoffs, right? It's not the most desirable pieces of wood, but it's still good hardwood, so I'll just do that. So let me finish up here, and then we'll head up to the wood yard. Alright guys, so Devin's here, and we're going to load them up. There's only some silver maple in terms of like 16-inch logs, 15, 14-inch, whatever. And I guess I'm going to have to give them cutoffs. I don't see anything laying around. Before we start loading up, I wanted to tell them about the beast machine. Yeah, I'm going to show them how it works. So all you do is you put the block on, or the round whatever, yeah, bark side down. Right. This pushes it, it cleans off the bottom edge, right? And then so you get up to 4 logs going through. Right. Then you slide it over, move the lever, push it through, it does the bottom edge again. So you clean up the whole block going back in.
This is actually...
That lifts the blocks on there for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Hydraulic or air pressure?
Hydraulic. I designed this whole system, but...
Really?
Yeah, and a guy made it for me, right? So I traded him like 2 bins of wood, and he just used his time and his spare scrap, and he just put this together for me, right? And it broke, and it sat for a number of years, and then I just got it fixed this summer. Basically, when you're with your hydraulic cylinder, with the you can have a 1-way or 2-way, yeah, right? Or you can set up your machine to operate 2-way or 1-way, right? So yeah, either or, you can get a cylinder to do it, so, or you can get something else to do it, right? So but you need the pressure on the cylinder? Back. Like how much? That's 35 tons.
When that thing's crushing that way.
35 tons, man. Oh yeah.
And so you just need 35 tons of nice metal edge. What type of metal is this?
This is just regular steel. On the insides, it's all flared out, right? And I also designed it with the angle so that the middle one, the 2 angles, right, on the middle wedge, yeah, there's enough space between the outside one so that the wood could squeeze through, right? So once it goes through the front, it's not binding on anything else. All right, let's get loaded up, guys. picking this stuff up last year.
Oh yeah, for 3. Hot.
Yeah, this one's honey locust. Picked this up about the same time last year, actually. Yeah. This is wood. This wood was already sitting around for a while. This is from the hoarder. It was next door to my old place.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. And he got booted because he just never kept the place clean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's just garbage everywhere. Like, just stuff that doesn't work. It just, he brings it and leaves it all over. And it's not like it's organized and stuff like that, right? Yeah, so he was a tree cutter, but he sold firewood. He had all this wood out there, and I think he started selling wood a lot more because I got into it, right?
Right.
And he had been doing it before, no doubt. Right? He had a lot of customers too, but he wasn't really doing it that much. And then I guess he got some zest from me seeing me do it, so then he started getting tons of wood in there. And he had all kinds of guys in there splitting wood. And then he just had so much, and then they booted him. Like, he'd never cleaned up his bark, his sawdust, anything. They're just working right on top of all the garbage that comes off of the wood, right?
Just
So there was
leaving
like
it a pile,
a
eh?
mountain, like, not a mountain, but I mean in the middle of where you're working, like all the ground was like 2 feet higher than it needed to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, even when he went and cleaned out some stuff because the landlord told him to, you look and you just look in front of the gate and you see, oh, there's only enough room for like the little truck to pull in there and park, right? Like, everything's
crazy.
like butted up right to the door along the sides and everything, you know?
It's too much, right?
Yeah. Piece of white oak.
White oak, eh?
There's so much honey locust here. It's good for the burning, but it's not the best for the smell and stuff, right? Key to enjoying the fire is the smell, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And then sometimes, like, people don't understand that I separate my wood species, or so I mix my wood species in my crates.
Right.
Because you don't want to get used to the same smell when you're burning the wood, right?
Right.
You want to smell the different smells, you know? If you're just having a fire all the time, you already get used to it, right? So if you change it up, you'll feel the effect a little better with your sense of smell, you know?
Yeah.
Mulberry.
How can you tell the mulberry? Is it that color?
It's got like a maroon color to it.
Yeah.
It's yellow when you cut it, but then when it dries, it turns like a maroon. Can
Okay.
you see it there? See where that one just fell on top of?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that maroon color.
Mulberry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mustard yellow, and then it turns to that color.
Right. So you got, is that like that stuff over there is almost yellow?
No, that's actually black locust, that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what they say about black
No,
locust? Black locust matters. I coined the term.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. You should get some stickers with that.
Yeah. Then when you have honey locust, then it's all locust matter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, all this wood is denser too, because this is where the tree knots and everything, and the
Right.
crotch is where it's separated. Yeah, most of these pieces, they're all just going to be the good stuff, man.
That's it, man. That's awesome, bro. Maybe I'll take this barrel away and load this one right
Yeah,
now.
load that one up, yeah.
Here, just watch out.
Yeah. Yeah, so see all the birch now?
Yeah.
Burn all the birch together in one fire and you get the best smell. Okay, man.
Yep. buddy.
Yeah, after you leave, I'm gonna go and start.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, man.
No problem,
Definitely.
Man. Yeah, man. So
Definitely.
I might have some more of that later, right?
Yeah, well,
So-
hey, that's a hell of a deal to take the offcuts, but I also
Yeah.
like the straight stuff too.
Yeah.
Like the walnuts or whatever you have option
Yeah.
to. So
Yeah.
when that's going just either way, I'm easy and
Yeah.
it all works, man.
Okay.
It works, right?
Yeah, man. Even if
I've been doing some shit lately with like just internet, like a few like little poster designs, little logo things. Maybe I'll send you like a little mock-up of like a logo, right?
Yeah,
Ontario Fire Resource?
Firewood, yeah.
Ontario Firewood Resource, yeah. I will look at that. Maybe like whatever, you know? So, if something looks cool to you or whatever. But, yeah,
I'll show you. Hello. Yes, it is.
Did you do for the half a full cord of the offcuts of wood? I wondered if that's still available.
I have some left.
Okay.
I just actually had somebody come here to buy some. I have like maybe I still probably have close to a half a cord. All right, I'm not going to do any camera work for the loading. I'm just going to load up quick. It's getting dark. I want to get on the road. All right, guys, I'm not dumping this load. That's why I got it loaded on the back here. So I'll just push it off. Hey, how you doing?
Good, bud. Long day?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all wood today. Nothing else.
Picking up supplies, or were you just dropping?
No, I was just dropping. I have another load in here to drop. That's why I had all this stuff stacked at the back.
Okay.
And I had another guy come to the yard for some wood too. All right, here we are. Let's back it in. Let the stacking begin. Voila, done. I left it longer than 8 feet, and right down here, that was the 8-foot mark. But because some of the pieces are shorter, I tucked them out from the wall. That's going to be more volume, so I made the whole thing more volume overall, and I added, I guess, another 16-inch, right? So that looks just about 4 feet, and it looks like it measures out good. All right, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and all that good stuff.